Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and we're here doing another classic capture. And in honor of Mortal Kombat coming out on the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, the remake, I thought we would do Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 for the Sega Saturn.
UMK3?
Sega. This was arguably the best version of Mortal Kombat, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not very good at it. I was a Street Fighter guy myself. And this is your first time playing it, isn't it, Marco?
Yes, it is.
So, we don't do any of the bracket stuff. Well, as far as single-player AI, it's just me and Marco.
We can't perform a fatality.
Yeah. So don't expect anything super fancy, because like I said, especially for me, I've never been any good at it. And the control scheme's a little weird for a fighting game. But even regardless, it was still the best version of this game, because this version came out on almost every platform you can think of. Up until, the Sega Saturn PlayStation 1.
Nope, it recently got re-released for the iPod.
Well, I mean,
iOS.
I meant at the time, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still being re-released. Actually, this was the one that the company decided to re-release in honor of Mortal Kombat. I think this even got a DS release this Tuesday. Coming Tuesday.
A real interesting thing is, it used to be on Xbox Live Arcade as its own release, and for some reason they took it down after Midway went the way of the dodo.
I'm sure it's because they wanted to re-release it for this. Maybe that was in the works. That was planned.
Possibly.
I think maybe he started having licensing issues after that.
Maybe.
And I should let you know I'm first player and Marco is second player.
I am on the right. I am Scorpion. I look very angry. But you have a big-ass scar on your face?
I still don't know why they did that to him.
He's actually, I know for a fact, he's actually Sub-Zero's brother. Because apparently Sub-Zero dies or is killed, actually killed, besides, fatalities, obviously.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna correct you.
Yeah, I mean, if you know the history, like I said, I'm a Street Fighter guy, but I know for a fact that's Sub-Zero's little brother.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Scorpion is just still Scorpion. So, I know this is going to kind of date this video based on the fact we're doing this for the Mortal Kombat release, but we will be playing this game live at the Boyle Heights GameStop for the Mortal Kombat release.
Yes, we will.
And we did a site update video which would explain that time, but for this video as a release initially, if you want to come play it and show us how to play this game, because like I said, we're not very good at it.
Nope.
Actually, we're pretty good at the other one, though. The demo. Played the hell out of the demo.
Yeah, the demo's fun.
PlayStation Plus users who got it,
That's
and we have video of that as well on the site. You can check that out. I'll put that in the link description. But, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, like I said, it's not Street Fighter for me. There's two basic punches, high and low. Same with the kicks. Some characters have some. Every character has some sort of special power. Sub-Zero is obviously, throwing ice and using ice-based attacks that, immobilize his enemy, and Scorpion's just dick.
Yeah.
I guess.
Just like, hey, check this out, and then you're dead.
And I cut out pretty much all the load times, and I can tell you for a fact that loading between selecting a character and loading the level is 9.1 seconds.
Yeah. Which for its time, I mean, that wasn't too bad, but now for what it's loading, I mean, it's kind of being a little harsh, I guess, saying that, though.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that if you're playing this and wondering, wow, that's fast. The only version that ever loaded that fast was the arcade version.
Right.
I mean, the
that was overpowered. So.
Yeah, the cartridge-based versions for Super Nintendo and Genesis, they look pretty crappy, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't aged all that well itself, based on the fact that these are all digitized people, actors in performing these move sets, and then layered as sprites, or technically sprites.
Yeah. They're sprites based on the pupils.
Yeah. They it's. It's not bad. You
can also see the prototype for Spider-Man's web wall from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, jeez.
I swear that's what it looks like.
And I heard something about this. Cyrax guy is actually the cheapest dude in this game. The only one who's not here that kind of is disappointing to me is Raiden's not in this one. And I'm not a fan of the series, obviously, like I said, but Raiden from the first movie the actor who played Raiden in the first movie. That I always liked him for that.
Which actually they might be playing that movie at the midnight launch.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
so
very possible.
that might be happening too. Yeah. So almost every single character, if I'm not mistaken, from this roster is going to be in the new game.
Pretty much.
Including a couple of new people that haven't been seen before, such as a cyber version of Sub-Zero, which is the first.
Yeah, I saw the
There's
picture
Cyber
for that.
Smoke, and then there's Kratos if you have the PS3 version.
which you should have.
Yes.
But back to this. This was on the Saturn. It benefited from the Saturn being a CD-based console. It's not really any better than the PlayStation version that was released. They're, from what I gather, the same. They benefit definitely from the audio perspective, and the sprites are higher resolution based on the fact that it's CD-based media, not a cartridge like the Super Nintendo and Genesis were. So overall, better package in the end.
This is I don't know, I'm just looking at the blood. It's interesting.
Well, for its time, that was what shocked most people, and that's how the whole ESRB thing came.
No, the original one.
Well, yeah,
This
but
is
I mean,
this is like 4 iterations after the original.
yeah, but still, around this time, it was still that height kind of
Violence.
yeah, and it's like anymore, like, this is violent. You never played Grand Theft Auto, have you?
Yeah, the new one's pretty fucking brutal though. I'll give them that. I like that. Seeing bones. Well, the bone breaking is a nice touch. I like the fact that damage stays in between rounds. That to me is like, yeah, this is it's nice to have next gen consoles that can handle this just fine.
How you gonna like that when you're playing the arcade mode?
No. Round to round, not battle to battle.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. When you're playing arcade mode,
It'll piss me off a little bit. I mean, it'd be cool if, like, from the start to the end, any damage you got. Because
how would any of these people survive 12, like 24 rounds of fighting with damage held in between? I would really
No.
like to know.
It's all physical stuff.
I'd like
it doesn't affect
to
your
see that
performance.
their limbs come off and they have to fight without a limb. That would be nice.
That would be cool.
Oh, so it'd be like, what is it, Killer Instinct? Wasn't that the one where you actually?
Yeah,
took-
Killer Instinct, but certain characters only. I think.
No,
Everyone lets you do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just beat up Storm.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm gonna really like to see. I'm sure Kratos will have damage. I just would like to see what that looks like. I just thought
That'd
about
be
that.
interesting. Well, yeah, I mean,
He's gonna
Yeah.
lose his face paint.
Well, that's the thing. He's very white.
well,
So
if you know the story, that's his dead wife's and daughter's ashes.
ashes. Okay.
Yeah, that's why he's white. Because if you played the original game, he's dark. Actually, he's kind of dark. he's kind of brown, like the rest of us. It's
No, yeah.
interesting.
I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be interesting seeing whether he's gonna take damage or whether I guess that those ashes are gonna come off.
So I'm playing as
like
Neon,
how they're
the
pouring him
Kawasaki
out.
man versus T-Hawk. T-Hawk before he went on steroids. Yeah,
Before he switched over to Cal.
I don't even remember that guy at all. Most of these, yeah, I don't know.
Mortal Kombat was always kind of famous for having those, like, hey, we're gonna throw in these 3 characters that are never gonna come back.
The only one here that matters technically is Reptile, because Reptile was a secret. Well, no, yeah,
Yeah, he was-
We call him secret. We can technically call him secret. Who would show up if you did a certain did well enough.
He was a palette and move swap.
He was the Akuma to Scorpion and Sub-Zero as.
Although, they were really good about having characters be rumored to exist and then bringing them into other games.
Well, because I remember there were rumors going because they were going to create like one of those for like every type.
Actually,
There was Sub-Zero, there was Scorpion, then they did Reptile. I forget. There's another
Smoke.
one. There's Smoke.
Actually, there's one more ninja palette swap also in this game as an unlockable character who, I'm not sure what his theme is overall. He's a red one. I'm sure Mortal Kombat fans will say something in the comments, but
Well,
yeah, he's gonna be DLC in the new game.
well, that's why I heard they were making one for like a whole bunch of them. Just because at like a time, Scorpion and Sub-Zero were just the most popular ones.
at this point, I figured, well, let's just do the 8-player. We'll select a bunch of characters and play it out. This is how we're going to do the tournament at the launch event for the new Mortal Kombat. If you come down and whoever's there attending. And I was just like, well, let's just pick a bunch of characters. Some of them you've seen so far in the video, and others that I have no idea. Like I said, it's like I've never seen some of these guys. Like that guy, why has he got a gun? That doesn't make any sense.
He was trying to get into stars, but
he looks like he wants to get into stars.
Jill was being a bitch. She was like, fuck you. You don't have what it takes. And he's like, why don't you go make out with Leon? And then she was like, maybe I will. And then that's what Resident Evil 6 is going to be about.
About the guy from Mortal Kombat whose name I don't know?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. That sounds fascinating. Yeah, there's a Shao Kahn in the background. I never liked that version. I like the version that they show. Well, I don't even know if that's the right name.
I think
it is. See. There's a couple different versions that they've showed of him. I'm not sure. And this 8 tournament thing was was very useful back in the day, especially if you had a bunch of friends. Oh, I'm the best. Oh, and then you just go through the bracket. And this was kind of new because I don't remember any other fighting games having anything like this at the time.
I don't remember any game having this at the time.
Yeah, it was definitely unique, and it was welcome, especially if you were betting money. A lot of people did. A lot of kids did. Bet their lunch money on this. Who's going to win? That kind of thing. Or who's going to buy ice cream? In California, everyone ice cream trucks drive the street. I don't know if that's the case everywhere else, or how many places that's west.
Well, we're in California. It kind of gets warmer here than most places.
Yeah.
In the U.S. at least.
And I just pile drived you. That was pretty cool, I guess.
Hey, people are going to take that out of context. He pile drove me in the game. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound any better.
Well, even besides that, there are behind the scenes.
Timmy, I don't want to know about your directing gigs.
I was like, how do I do that flip thing in the air?
Fortunately.
All the basic moves for everybody, as far as standard combat, it is the same. There's very little in the way of deviance. In Street Fighter, you had a few palette swaps. Ken and Ryu in the first game were technically just slightly different in their power, and the AI was programmed a little differently. But here, all the punches and kicks and everything are exactly the same. All the jumps and everything. The only thing different are your special techniques, and they're not too many on a per character basis.
Yeah. What character is also not in this game? Johnny Cage.
That's true. No, I think he's dead by this point. I know that too. He's technically dead.
Comes back in the movie.
He comes back in the beginning of the movie and with the wrong guy, like the wrong Raiden, and then I was totally disinterested from that point. I'm like, fuck this movie. The first Mortal Kombat, I don't care what anybody says, is actually pretty good.
See, he got into stars.
He's not into stars. He's like, so I'm gonna go to Midway instead of Capcom.
That's right. No, it's kind of funny. This game is much more fluid than the other Mortal Kombats were before this. That's one thing that I never particularly liked about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, they were very stiff. And this one's still stiff, but this one's a lot faster.
I mean,
you got a run button.
I get that they're actors, but the poses that they choose are just
it's supposed to be over the top. Yeah, and remember, this is in the days of Twisted Metal.
Yeah, that's true.
And that sort of just over the top. When blood and monsters were still cool and stuff, it was a time
but comparing it now to the new version which we played, holy fuck, the new version's it has that same over the top hey, you see your hand? Yeah, it's broken. But but it's smooth, and I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about it feels right.
Well, the other thing is, I've said before, they kept rehashing the core thing and just adding a little bit. It was incremental. Same way Street Fighter was for the most part. I admit Street Fighter was very much the same.
Well, also figure it this way: these are all actors who probably don't have any kind of fighting experience. Where now we can do motion capture. Yeah. And then basically just animate the characters to professional fighters.
Yeah, so we're coming to the last match here. It's Kano versus Sub-Zero, and Marco gets lucky at the end. Asshole.
Hey, well, you know me.
He's getting his ass kicked through the thing, and then
I come back and bite you in the ass at the last
I think I
minute.
was talking to Timmy too. It was pissing me off. Whatever. Anyway, this is gonna be the last match, and Sub-Zero. I was like, yeah, Sub-Zero.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Well, like I said, last match. If you're gonna be picking up Mortal Kombat and you're in California, Southern California, we will be at Boyle Heights for the launch. Go ahead and visit us. We'll be having this game, and you can see us live. Thanks for watching.